What's up, YouTube? Andy here. Today, the Griffey Gauntlet continues its journey, and we find ourselves in the windy city of Chicago. We haven't quite set the lineup yet, but this is what we are going to be rocking with. We got Alexi Ramirez, Jordan Beckham, Jim Thome, Paul Konerko, Ken Griffey Jr., of course, Jermaine Dye, Nick Swisher, AJ Brzezinski, and Joe Creedy. We did make a trade. We traded backup catcher Tyler Flowers for Josh Bard. And I think that's kind of self-explanatory. We also sent Juan Uribe to the Mariners, who were willing to give us Michael Pineda, as well as Tom Wilhelmsen. That's right, the bartenders here. Before we start the sim, let's all cross our fingers, because we only have one season to do this. If we're able to pull this off, I'm gonna feel a whole lot better about going to Seattle for 3 seasons. Holy potatoes. White Sox are leading the division here at the break, with a 60-38 record with an 11-game lead over the rest of the division. Are we cooking? So we ended up making a move here at the All-Star break, and we did trade pitching to get John Lackey here on the White Sox. Big playoff pitcher. I don't know if that really translates into the video game, but we're gonna say it does. The season has come to an end, and the White Sox won 97 games, and we won our division. I can tell you one thing, though. I understand now why the Mariners were like, hey, do you want Pineda and Wilhelmsen? Pineda got injured at least 5 or 6 times this season, and the season did have some injuries here at the end, which is just unfortunate timing. Nick Swisher is on the DL with a torn finger ligament. Apparently he flipped somebody off in right field. I don't know. But he's to be out for another 21 days. But as we take a look at his season, though, he was very productive for us. Jermaine Dye, though, luckily for us, we'll have him back for the playoffs. Alexi Ramirez, 22 home runs, 65 RBIs. Orlando Cabrera, it's not a terrible year, I guess. Holy Lord, Jim Thome and his big baloney belted 52 home runs. I'm also pretty sure that he won MVP this year. Paul Konerko had 38 home runs. Man, we were hitting some taters though, weren't we? Dayan Viciedo got called up for one of the injured players we have, and didn't do so hot. AJ Brzezinski finished the year with 25 home runs. Joe Creedy had it 24. Carlos Quentin had 11. And Ken Griffey Jr. finished the year batting under 200. To be fair, though, the computer was like, no, you want him on the bench, right? Like, no. Ken Griffey Jr. is not a lefty bench bat. Ken Griffey Jr. is a perennial all-star. Moving on over to pitching, after we saw Mark Buehler, the last time he was 11-1, I believe. He ended up going 7-3 the rest of the season. Stayed a look at John Lackey, 15-11. We'll take it. Jose Contreras finished 13-12. Thanks for being an overachiever. Hector Santiago finished 16-10, and Michael Pineda ended up at 10-7 on the year. All right, we will be starting the opening round taking on the Red Sox. Great news too, Jermaine Dye is off the disabled list, so he'll be back out there in the outfield for us. Game 1 will be Mark Buehler versus John Lester. All right, here in the 8th inning, the Red Sox are winning 3-0. It's okay though, if Thome goes down, we got Paul Konerko. And Paul Konerko hits a line drive into left that is caught at the wall. That's okay. If Thome and Konerko can't do it, we have Jermaine Dye. Just ignore everything I said. Red Sox take game 1. Game 2, Dice K versus Lackey. Here in the 8th inning, the Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. Alexi Ramirez slaps one to the window, the wall, over the farm to grandmother's house we go. I don't know. Anyway, home run, Alexi Ramirez. Orlando Cabrera bloops one. Jim Thome. Jim Thome sends the fans home happy with a walk-off home run to take game 2 from the Red Sox. That was so nice, I couldn't even see the ball in the clouds there. Game 3 will be Contreras squaring off against Josh Beckett. Well, here in the 8th inning, the White Sox have a 2-0 lead. Ken Griffey Jr. with a drive to right. And caught. And Brzezinski pops it up for out number 3. Contreras won a solid 8 innings for us, but we're going to turn it over to Bobby Jenks in the bullpen now. Euclid grounds to Treaty. Treaty makes the play and the throw, and he gets him. Out number 2. Jenks walks low. The White Sox have won game 3. All right, game 4 will be Santiago going against Bartolo Colon. All right, game 4 not going too well. Down 3-0 here in the 8th inning against Bartolo Colon. This is like the Eminem song, you know? You only got one shot. Don't miss your moment to blow. Something like that, I guess. I don't remember. And Konerko gets a hold of one down the line, and it is out of the ballpark. Konerko with a home run. Papelbon enters the game. Good thing Bryce Harper is not around. Ken Griffey hits one to Pedroia for the first out. Joe Treaty hits a ball to the left field wall. It will bounce off. Creedy will be at second with a double. Our hope rests in the capable bat of Carlos Quentin. Quentin lines out, and the Red Sox have taken game 4. During that game, Javier Vasquez had a shoulder tear, so he's out for the rest of the playoffs. So with the injury to Vasquez, Jake Petroica, I don't know. Either way, he will be added to our playoff bullpen. All right, game 5. Who will decide who advances to the next round, and we'll be facing off against John Lester with our very own Michael Pineda. All right, this is going about as well as it could be, honestly. Pineda and Lester have been dominating 0-0 here in the 8th inning. A.J. Brzezinski gets a hold of an off-speed pitch and sends that into right field for a home run. The White Sox have taken the lead in the 8th inning. Somewhere Michael Barrett is very pissed. Ken Griffey Jr. slaps one into the right field. Almost said left field. I don't know my right from left. Alexi Ramirez hits one to left. I don't know if it has enough. It's not. Catch is made at the wall. David Ortiz gets a big piece of one. Quentin's running to the wall. He makes the catch. What an amazing catch to end the game. And the White Sox will move on. And with that, we move on to take on the Los Angeles Angels. Angels of Anaheim? Whatever they were at this point. They've had so many name changes, I can't keep track of them all. Game 1, we will be squaring off against Irvin Santana. Here in the 8th inning, we find ourselves ahead 10-3. And that ball will be hit right to Jermaine Dye, who will catch it for the first out. And Teixeira goes down swinging, 2 away. And Napoli goes down swinging at a high fastball. That will be the end of the game as the Chicago White Sox take the win. Well, this will be a little awkward. John Lackey will be facing his former team in Game 2. Orlando Cabrera is hitting a robust 77. Nice. Here in the 8th inning, we have a 6-3 lead against the Angels. Oh my lord, Carlos Quentin just crushes that baseball. That'll be up, over the wall, and gone. And Jermaine Dye will get one to drop for a single. Jim Thome launches one to center. And it will be caught. Runner tags up and will go to try to get the third, and they will be in there. Runners on the corners, 2 out. And Konerko squeezes one through for a single, and a run will score. And Griffey with a little dribbler to second. That will end the inning. Tomei gets there, and that will end the game. Game 3 will be Contreras versus Weaver. All right, here in the 8th, we are now down 3-0. Griffey will ground out the first for the second out. Joe Treaty gets a little jam shot that will be caught to end the game. Game 4 will be Santiago versus Esteban Loaiza. We kind of messed up Loaiza's day. Currently leading 9-2 here in the 8th inning, chat. Jermaine Dye will pop up for the first out of the inning. Alexi slaps one into left. That will be out number 2. And Canerto will ground out to short. Ken Griffey gets a little jam shot that will drop for a hit. And Joe Treaty shoots one down the line for a single. Griffey will take, or I guess not take third. I thought we were going to third. Never mind. And the strikeout to end the game. The White Sox win. Chicago has a 3-1 lead in the series over the Angels, and in this game we're sending Pineda back out in the hill to take on Irvin Santana. Find ourselves here in the 8th inning down 3-2. Joe Treaty gets a massive hit on that ball. I do not think it has enough, and it will not as it's caught in left field. I think we're a little bit under that as Griffey will pop that out to center field to end the 8th inning. Oh my lord, it's K-Rod. Alexi gets a piece of one that will be caught. Cabrera hits one to center that will drop for a hit. All right. Tomei with a chance to drive in the tying run, if not the go-ahead run here. Or strike out. What I meant to say was Paul Canerto here with a chance to drive in the tying run or the go-ahead run. Little slap shot back to center field. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Oh God, broken bat. The ball is picked up and that'll end the game. Chicago still leads the series 3-2. Game 6 will find us facing Irvin Santana, and we'll be sending our ace, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Well, there's some good news. Nick Swisher's no longer injured, so should we, get through this round, we could have Nick Swisher back in the lineup. I think that's going to help a lot. Well, here in the 8th inning, we are down 5-7 to the Angels. And Canerto pops up. Ken Griffey Jr. gets a piece of one, though. But not quite enough, out number 2. And Creedy pops up to end the inning. Oh, man. Jermaine Dye slaps one up the middle. Alexi sends one to the right fielder's glove to end the game. Oh, the Angels have won Game 6. Well, here it is. All the marbles on Game 7. Weaver, Lackey. You remember all that stuff I said about John Lackey? Yeah, he can F off. And Creedy gets one down the line. And Brzezinski gets one. Watch it, we ball. Jermaine Dye with a single. Bases are loaded. If we can avoid a you-know-whaty right here, we might have a shot. And that ball would get through and a run is scored. Well, shit in my mouth, punch me in the throat, and call me Susan Sarandon. The White Sox run to the World Series has came to an end. And to put icing all over my juicy cake, Paul Canerto broke his shin today. Nice. And the Angels will go on to beat the Cardinals in the World Series. That's a big L on our part, yeah. We had a hell of a run. We just couldn't capitalize against the Angels. We had a 3-game lead in that series, and the tables got turned on us from the last video with the Reds. It sucks because I really would like to go another season with this team, but the rules are the rules. So that ends the Griffey Gauntlet here in Chicago. The next video will be picking up in his last few seasons in the MLB with the Seattle Mariners. If we can't get it done with this White Sox team with Konerko and Tomey, I don't know how we're to do in Seattle. So if you like this video, you know, do the usual, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button and join all of us hanging out at the Random Heroes HQ. We'd love to have you. I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.